With the third pick in the 2001 draft, the Atlanta Hawks select PAU GASOL from FC Barcelona, Spain.
Wide open, two-base, he can't get rid of it. Block, excellent pass. That's a loud block. Shot block. Fake shot. Green, there's no time left for them. Hurry.
Yo, what's good, family? We're back with another video, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, I'll be doing a PAU GASOL guide. I'll try to cover everything from the potentials I use to the enhancements you need, his talents, his partner, and I'll even give you guys some pointers and tips and tricks on how to play GASOL like I do. First, we're going to start with potentials. I run mid dominance for my red. I know some people prefer cannon or gunfire for the 3-point, but I don't think it's worth it since I was still missing my first 3. I didn't think it made a difference. For my green, I run in and out. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's really no better option for GASOL other than rebound and 3-point. Pretty straightforward so far, but for the blue right here, there's really 2 options, and it's honestly up to you. It's preference. You can either go with anchor for rebound and contest, or you can go with rise up for more vertical. I think they're both really solid options, but me personally, I'd rather get the plus 16 vertical over the plus 6 rebound. And here for the close, I tried to mainly focus the stats around rebound, block, vertical, 3-point. And now it's time to get into the talents that you need for GASOL. In my case, I already have them all maxed out, but I know that not everyone shares the same luxury. So I will be recommending you guys the main talents that I think you should get and prioritize. I think the first talent you should definitely get is Matador Protection for the 360 angle block. And right after that, it will be a choice between low post finish, which gives you the ability to fade away, or put back dunk. Let's say you already got all of those 3 talents I just named. The last and final talent that you would need would be low post pass, which gives you the ability to pass out of your fadeaway. Now we're on to enhancements. I'm already E7 myself, but I know not everyone is, and people do wonder what enhancements exactly do you need for GASOL to be good / usable. In my opinion, I think E2 is good enough for you to take him out there for him to be usable. E3 is really good. You know, you get the one-hand rebound, which is a great skill that helps you secure rebounds quicker. But E4 just gives you that edge with the block stat and the rebound competitiveness. If I'm being honest though, I think E4 is all you need. There's not really a crazy jump from E4 to E7 that makes a huge difference. But yeah, basically only go for E7 if you really have the money and just feel like spending it. With that being said, let's get into some moves that I recommend using in-game, and I'll even show you an example. Not only is it useful for setting your teammates up, but you can also do other moves out of it, like fadeaway. The purpose of this move is for you to catch your opponent and freeze them, take them out of the play. You can take 3 different routes out of this. You can dunk, you can fade, you can set your teammate up for an open shot. However, if you do try to fade and the other team picks up on it with the double team, another thing you can do out of it is just pass out with the low post pass. Something I like to do, especially from the wings of the court, is fade away, but sometimes teams will pick up on that. And in that case, another solution other than just passing out would be doing a fade away into a long layup. And you can do this from any side of the court, whether it's the left wing, the right wing, in front of the basket. You just have to be mindful of the surroundings, because if there is somebody in the paint, they can and will block that shot. Next up would be abusing GASOL's dunks. Something you guys should understand, and this isn't just for GASOL or centers, this is in general. You need to understand your opponents. You need to understand who you're going up against, who's in front of you. In this case, I have him beat in front of me. In my head, I know he doesn't have his stacks, which he needs for 360 angle block, so I can do this on him all day. The way I look at it is, if they get too close and they don't have 360, then they can't really do much about it unless there's somebody else in the paint helping. This is going to be gameplay of a solo queue game I did because I don't want you guys to think that GASOL is only good with a set team. However, I do not recommend solo
This match will be broadcast live via Meebo TV. It's time for the tip-off.
Right here, I need you guys to understand the way I'm playing help defense and the way I'm managing my sprint, where I'm going back and forth to cover both, and eventually I get back for the block.
Nice defense. Great defense from the D. Up for 2 points. Makes the crossover and shakes off the defender. That's a fake shot. Shifts the defender's balance. Can he make this open three-pointer? He missed the three-pointer. Fake shot. Mid-range shot. Time's almost up. Nice two-pointer. They are back to the same starting line. Dribbles and looks for space. The defender can't keep up.
Again, pay attention to the help defense. The reason why I'm able to commit so much is because I know there's a Capella in the paint and his dunks are slow. And with my sprint, I'm able to get back to the paint with the 360 angle block and punch that shit if he dunks.
Takes a chance. Three-pointer. That's way too easy for him.
This is a great example of what I said earlier in the video about understanding your opponents and understanding who you're going up against. In this case, Wiggins and Clarkson. In my mind, I understand that they both have the ability to dunk. Here, it was obvious with his little drive, he can only dunk or do a Euro dunk out of that animation. And here I can see that the Curry's playing high on him, watching the perimeter. And he does a little drive inside, which makes me go back to cover the paint.
Pump fake. Ready to jam. Strong dunk. 2 points. Makes the crossover and shakes off the defender. Wiggins, that's a really powerful dunk.
In this clip, I want to emphasize that you have to try and use GASOL's perfect 360 angle screens, especially with players like Curry and Luka.
Iconic three-pointer from Stephen Curry. He stops the opponent.
Once again, aware of your surroundings, and as you can see, I needed my sprint to get back and to be able to get that 360 angle block. I also made sure to box out the Capella to guarantee an open shot, which he missed, but that's fine because I just used my ultimate for the putback dunk.
Great D. The defender can't keep up. Capella set shot blocked. Check out that dunk. The ball goes out. Hard cover. A long three-pointer. That's a bad choice. He's finishing with a layup.
So I secured the rebound. I drew out the Capella, faked him into a fade, and as soon as I saw he committed, I turned it into a layup.
2 points from the inside. No defenders on him. Three-pointer. Missed the opportunity for an open three-pointer. Great defense from the D. Countdown. He pulls up for a three-pointer. Clarkson, he can still make that shot. Wow.
Right here, I post up the guard to take him out of the play, and my Curry is wide open for a three. I'm gonna let this gameplay play in the background because I don't think there's anything for me to cover, but I will get into some stuff about GASOL that I think are important. First off, you gotta recognize the type of teammates that you have. If you have a Luka or a Curry, you have to make sure you're using his lethal screens to your advantage as much as possible. I also think communication in this game is very important. For example, when I play, I'm usually in a Discord voice chat majority of the time. You gotta understand that as a center, you need the comms, because if your shooter misses a shot and you don't know whether or not he misses, you're not gonna be prepared to rebound. But if you know he's missing, then you can try getting to the paint first for the box out and position yourself for the rebound. Or if you know that the shot is going in, then you can avoid wasting your sprint. Speaking of sprint, you need to learn how to manage it, because GASOL relies very heavily on it. You can make or break him on defense since you need it for the 360 angle block. I think that covers everything though. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask in the comments since I respond to all of them. Also, make sure you join the Runk Discord server. I'll be doing a Battle Pass giveaway later today. If you stay to the end, let me know in the comments by commenting champs. I appreciate y'all. Lastly, stay tuned for my next video. I'll be doing a guide on Joel Embiid similar to this one. I'll try to cover everything on him. But that's it for me today. Thank you guys for all the love and support lately, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.